I think I'm live. I am live. Good morning. Just about morning. It's 3 minutes to 12. 3 minutes to 12 on Sunday the 18th of February. I've been to the car boot sale as usual on Sunday, and I thought I would pop in and share what I found. Good morning, Kat Swance and Jason Entwistle. I hope you're well. Good morning, Sib K. Thank God you're online. Entertain me. A little bit of sing, a little bit of dance, a bit of juggling. Can't juggle. Can't juggle. Missy Moo. And Karen No Crafts Just More. Karen Fisher says, hello, is it Sunday already? I'm afraid it is. Old Man Reseller, good morning. Smart Reseller afternoon. I don't know, we're obviously all in different time zones. It's just about lunchtime, so anyone saying morning or afternoon, you'll be forgiven. Somebody's knocking on the door, so the dogs are telling me all about that. Claire King says, good morning. Sib K says, no singing, apparently. Kath Palmer, I am very well, thank you. Paul Mosley, Miles D, Elaine D, I don't know if they're the same D or different Ds. Ryan, doing it yourself lifestyle. Lamb dinner and Carla, love it. Oh, lamb dinner. Falling on a bruise. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you all. I went car boot sale. Getting better as the year progresses. The car boot sale's getting bigger and better. So fingers crossed that for good stuff. I also went to a Jumble sale yesterday. Absolutely terrifying. I have a new respect for Andrea Hills, who goes to Jumble sales and apparently doesn't come out looking like I did. I looked like I'd been through a war zone. I was only there about 10 minutes. It was tiny. It was boiling hot. It was absolutely heaving. It was 3 deep at the closed tables. You couldn't move. You were like this. There were children. Why would you take children to a thing like that? It was awful. Absolutely awful. I was in there 10 minutes. I did come out with a bargain, which I'll show you in a minute, but probably never again. It was that bad. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Ryan says, Smart Reseller, also known as Shelf. Why is he called Shelf now? Alan Whiteshot says, lovely butterflies. Thank you. I'm not sure what the shelf's all about. Lady Lolly is packing 2 bastarding tennis rackets, I think that says. Karen No Crafts Just More has a jumble sale next Saturday. Best one in the area, but it's my daughter's birthday. Oh, look, my glasses are filthy, bear with. Look, I look all weird now, all naked face. Yeah, it was terrifying. I came out literally shaking. I don't mean shaking with fear, but shaking with the whole just can't cope with this experience thing. Never again. Lex Holmes says, wait for me, just putting you on big telly. I don't want to be on big telly. I'm scared of big telly. Sib K, daughter or jumble sale? I know which one I would pick. So, I'll show you my jumble shell stuff. Oh, and a ka-ching. Mustn't complain about a ka-ching, but all you lot are now going like, ah, ka-ching. Should I find out what it was? Good morning, Caroline. How are you? Are you still in Dorchester or are you back in sunny Devon? Sunny Devon. It's not sunny here. Sib K says, hi, Caroline's maid. Yeah, Caroline's maid has just turned up and got the computer fired up for Madam to arrive shortly. That was an offer of £3 on something that I got £3 on. There's the other ka-ching just to deafen you all a bit longer. Carrie J's in. Good morning, Carrie. Karen says, I always wait about half an hour for the carnage to calm down and still find loads as normally piled above my head height. Are you particularly short or do you just get really good jumble sales where you are? Laney Ray's in. Sorry about the loud ka-chings. Like I said, if I could work out how to stop that happening while I was online, I would. The initial messages of Caroline's maid warming the PC up. Jason Entwistle, yes I am. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jason Entwistle. Happy birthday to you. If you come around later, we'll give you the bumps, mate. Adam Kelsey's in. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone, by the way. Miles D, I think I've said good morning to you. Nigel VGM UK. Damn, spilt my tea with the jump scare. Sorry about that, Nigel. And Lisa Fenn's in. Good morning, Lisa. So, yeah, so jumble sale yesterday, car boot today, and a few charity shops yesterday as well. So quite a bit to show you, really. It's now going to be a question whether I can remember what came from where, and to put it back in the right bag afterwards. So these were from the boot, from the jumble sale. They were, it was 6 books for £1, so I got 5 Thomas books and 1 Roald Dahl that's just over there waiting to go into a bundle. Sorry, I've got random shoulder pain that I've had for a couple of days. It's probably a heart attack. It's all up one side of the body, isn't it? So yeah, 5 Thomas books. A pair of Hobbs. Leather ankle boots. They were £1. I thought that was quite good for Hobbs boots. Bye, Caroline. Nice to see you very briefly. So yeah, Hobbs boots. They were £1. Quite pleased with those. They were also at the jumble sale. This is all I got from the jumble sale was that and the other thing, which I'll show you in a minute. And everybody's saying happy birthday to Jason. Lex Oliver says I might put on the 3D glasses. It'd be like Carla's in the same room. That'd be absolutely horrifying. Just broken a nail. Never had very good nails to start with, and now I've just broken one. Ugh. Bear with. Lady Ray says I was blasting Bon Jovi when I got the notification. Forgot to turn it down a bit before the ka-ching. Oh dear. Carrie J, how much for the hospital? How much should I pay or how much will I get? Are you asking me? I paid £1. I think I've listed them at £19.99 with best offer. I think. I was listing quite late last night and I'm not entirely sure what I've done and what I haven't done. So right, sorry, just got rid of that rough edge on that nail. Not because I'm particularly vain about my nails, but because it'll catch on the clothing when I'm trying to show you. Hitman UK's in. Ryan says shoulder pain. Hey, too much work. That's it. That's absolutely it. It's too much elbowing my way through the jumble sale yesterday. This is Joe Brown's, and this was from the charity shop. This was $5.99. So because I was disappointed in my jumble sale performance, in what I was able to get and my little staying power, I popped in a charity shop on the way home. So Joe Brown's dress for $5.99. That was. I think I said $5.99, didn't I? A made in Italy Lagan look 100% silk polka dot top for $4.99. It's got kind of a split back. I know you guys aren't interested in clothes. Sorry for those of you who aren't. And some Bowden black velvet jeans for $4.99, I think. Hi Heidi. And then also in the charity shop, a Starbucks coffee mug, candy cane coffee mug for 99p. So yeah, so that was just to make up. I'm sorry, I'm falling out the chair. That was just to make up for the disappointment of not performing very well at the jumble sale, really. Make it feel like the day wasn't wasted. Suitcase is $5.99. I totally believe that you should pay higher to get better returns than the £1 finds a surprise bonuses. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for that dress, I expect to get $19.99-ish. Mark Ferris, hi Mark, it's lovely to see you. I want to specifically speak to you, Mark. You came into one of my chats a couple of weeks ago and I did that kind of very like rookie kind of, oh, Mark Ferris, have you got a YouTube channel? I must have a look. I had no idea. Mark Ferris has 15 trillion subscribers. He's famous all over the world. He's wonderful. I'm loving your videos. Really loving watching your stuff. You have such a fresh approach to life that I am really enjoying watching your channel, and I'm really, really, really pleased to see you in here. So nice to see you. Claire King's in. Hi, Claire. Sib K, note how I didn't use the words paying up. I paid up on that. Karen is in a love-hate relationship with clothing at the moment. She has far too much sitting here waiting to list. And Kath Palmer sold a Starbucks Edinburgh coffee mug. I had a Manchester one a couple of weeks ago. It might have been Birmingham. I know they're not the same place, but I can't remember what the coffee club was. Sib K, Mark Ferris has 634,000 subscribers. Damn, absolutely damn. Send them all over it, Mark. Everyone's rushing off to check out Mark's channel. Yeah, suddenly all of my viewers will disappear because they're all off going, Mark Ferris, Mark Ferris. But yeah, I'm loving your channel, Mark. I'm loving your approach, and yeah. See, everybody in the chat now, Mark Ferris, I love your channel. I love it. Oh my God. Why I'm American? Don't know. So that was jumble sale and charity shop yesterday, and there's one more jumble sale thing. Slightly outreach. I'll grab it in a second. Ryan says, I love Carla more. Oh, Ryan, be still my beating heart. Chris B's joined us. Hi, Chris. Lainey Ray says her daughter also loves Mark. Very refreshing. Lex Oliver's just subbed. There you go. Now he's got 674,001 subs. And I've got another ka-ching. Aren't you loving this? You're not loving this because it's bloody deafening. I'm sorry to those of you who are now sitting there going, oh, my ears. My ears. I think that might have been payment. That was a payment for that last one. Okay. So, we've done... What the hell have we done? We've done literally fawning all over Mark Ferris until he's probably like bright red with embarrassment now, wondering why he bothered coming in. We've done loud ka-chings and people being deafened. We've done Jason Entwistle's birthday sing-song. I think we're done here, aren't we? Bye. Oh, nice. That's a good quote. Claire James, morning Carla, morning all. Love Mark Ferris. Was his recent eBay mystery box bought from you? No, somebody else messaged me and said, Mark Ferris has bought this eBay mystery box. Is it the one you sold? Because it was the same price. Mark bought a £15 one. You can check that out over on his channel. And I sold a £15 one a couple of months ago. And no, Mark's one was not mine. Mine one was completely different to that. Mine one's better, Mark. You should have bought one off me. Wink, 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 wink. Yeah, mine was much better. You'd like mine. I put clues and things in mine. I wrapped everything up. And I put a little like written clue on the outside of each parcel as to what was going to be inside. I put a lot of effort into my box. That's totally not a sentence you're going to hit. I put a lot of effort into my box. You should all put a lot of effort into your box. Reselling Polly, hi Sam, was on my way back from Aldi food shop when I got the notification, so I'm still in the car. It's like, I sat on the driveway for about 20 minutes the other day, not wanting to take the shopping in and put it away. Yeah, sat on the driveway going, oh, I don't want to take it in. Sib K wants to stop talking about people's boxes. And Jason Entwistle doesn't, apparently, because he's still commenting. Okay, I got... Look what I got! Do you remember this guy? I got a Nunu! This is the Nunu from Teletubbies. He was £2. Mia Cameron Ali has joined us. Hi. He was £2. He's got his batteries in. It's really loud. I presume you put him on the floor and he runs around and generally annoys you. Tubby Custard. So yeah, I don't know what the resell is on him, but somebody mentioned him the other day and then I saw one, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll grab that. So I paid £2 and there's bound to be money in a Nunu, isn't there? Bound to be. Who wouldn't want a Nunu? Adam Kelsey says, I step away from the video for 1 second, come back and it's all about boxes. Peter Ray has joined us. Hi Peter, and Daniel Warren. Nice to see you. Now I had a £2 bag of stuff and I kind of managed to mix it up a bit, so you have to bear with me while I try and work out what the hell I'm doing. Which is absolutely nothing new. You're used to bearing with me while I work out what the hell I'm doing, aren't you? This was £2. All of this and a mug which is in the other bag and will turn up in a minute. So, Siv K says, Adam Kelsey, colour only took 15 minutes to 18 plus the video. Not suitable for most advertisers. So, I've got 6 Charlie and Lola DVD sets. And a David Walliams book, which actually is a little bit warped on the bottom. It looks like they've got it damp at some point. But it'll go in a bundle. It'll be mentioned in the listing. Blah, 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 blah. So, those and a mug, which will turn up in a minute. That was £2. And then I'm trying to sort it so it's oh shit. Oh look, a botheration. I'm trying to sort it so that it comes out in some semblance of order, but you know, there's no semblance of order in my life. It's not a thing that I do here. Oh, I got Jellycat Monkey. He's a Jellycat medium bashful monkey, and he was £1. He should sell for between 10 and 20, I would expect to get on him. He's not new condition, so he's probably got to be more than £10. More than £10. Elaine says, have we scared Mark off? Mark Ferris is now sitting in a corner of his flat with his hands over his ears, rocking, bless him. Yeah, so Jellycat Monkey for £1, not bad. 2 pairs of shoes. Well, 2 shoes at least. There are 2 pairs. I don't know where Intuition is from. I feel like they're going to be somewhere cheap, like Bon Marché or somewhere like that. I feel like that's a brand that I've seen in Bon Marché or Store 21 or somewhere like that. But they were 2 pairs for £3, and I thought they might sell well for the summer. So blue wedges and then a pair of blue floral sandal wedges. So £1.50 a pair. You know, there's profit in there. Ryan says, oh, sorry, somebody's asking me a question about DVDs. Do those DVDs really sell well? Do you research them? As I just don't do it with 99.99%. I don't buy a lot of DVDs. I buy stuff that I'm absolutely sure of. Or if stuff's really, really cheap, then I buy it and take a chance on it. So because it was coming from Steve, my car boot guy, because all 6 were there and I was going to get the whole lot for £2 with the other stuff, they're a shot in the dark. You know, I don't know whether they'll be any good or not. I certainly don't buy a lot. I don't sell most individual DVDs. I either sell complete sets or something, or the occasional thing that you know is worth doing, or as a general rule as well, if I do happen across a load for a random reason, like sometimes I buy a bundle and I only want a couple out of the bundle specifically, but then when you scan the rest into Music Magpie, it'll tell you if some of them are worth more than others. So if Music Magpie are willing to give you £1, then you'll probably get 20 on eBay. But Carla's bundle was something special. It is, thank you. Carla adds that woman touch that I cannot achieve. I haven't touched anyone. I deny everything. Oh, that's good. Lex Oliver says, if you see Mary Kate and Ashley DVDs, they're good for bundles. I saw a couple of those last week and didn't pick them up. I saw them in a kind of a nostalgic kind of way because my daughter used to watch them. I went, oh look, there's that. I remember, but I didn't know they were any good to pick up. So maybe I'll pick them up next time if I get them cheap enough. So yeah, so 2 pairs of shoes, £1.50 a pair, nice condition, not massive money, but you know. It's their summery shoes and summer's coming. I bloody hope summer's coming. Sick of the cold weather. Now this was a bit of a you should have paid more attention to what you're buying. 4 tweenies. How much do you want for all your tweenies? I said 2 quid. Hello, hi John Freddy. She said, oh, I want 2 quid. So I thought, oh, excellent. Set of tweenies. I know a set of tweenies goes to £25. Can you spot the mistake I made? These are the 4 tweenies that I got for my set of tweenies that goes for £25. Can you see the mistake? I'll wait a second for the chat to catch up, and then perhaps somebody will point out my mistake. Peter Ray says the Canon printer he sold to the shop in Bristol got there okay. It's only down the road from me, Peter. You should have posted it to me and I dropped it round. Lisa thinks Karen Fisher's printing off banknotes, and if she is, I'll have some. Peter Ray says, yes, 2 Bellas. He's right, but they're not Bella, they're Fizz. I've got 2 Fizzes. This is Bella, this one here, that who's having a bad hair day. This is Jake, also having a bad hair day, funnily enough. 2 Fizzes and no Milo. 2 Milo, no Milo, so... That was a bit of an error. I'll have to get another Milo from somewhere and make up my set. But still, 2 quid for 4 tweenies. I've got doodles upstairs, so... Ho-hum. But it's silly that I didn't realise till I got home, got them out of the bag, and thought, oh, look what I've done. Got 2 Fizzes. Oh, right, I wonder what Pete came to say. Sammy the Seal's in. I didn't see you arrive, and sorry if I missed saying hello to you. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone else as well. Laney Ray says, rename her and tell them they're twins. Couple more bits of clothing again. Sorry to those of you who find clothing dull as dishwater. But this was all £1. Again, not necessarily a debut from Debenhams dress. I wouldn't normally have grabbed it, but it's polka dots which are popular. It's quite a nice dress and it was a quid. So, prom season's coming again, isn't it? Seems to come around very rapidly. Also from the same lady, a calico silk skirt for £1. And... this one's only New Look, but it was a plus size. A New Look Inspire rose print top in a size 22 for £1. So yeah, not bad for £1. Again, I don't usually bother looking at the clothes at the car boot sale. I can't stand the rummaging. I can't stand bending over and rummaging around and yeah. But I thought I would today. I thought I'd give it a go. Ryan says, more of a question, where is the office update you promised us? I will do it. I will do it. This week turned out to be busier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to have a quiet week, and it turned out not to be a quiet week after all. So I will do the... It's not really office, because this bit is the office. It's more the loft. I'm going to do the loft update. And Peter Ray says, how's the challenge items? Bit stuck again. My challenge with Caroline is going fine. I'm not all right on that one. But the £1 challenge is just ground to halt. If anybody would like to buy my pink coat off me and get my £1 challenge moving, please go and do that. Yeah, it was... it's not shifting, and I've lowered the price. I mean, I suppose I can lower it right down to £1, can't I? And then it'll sell, but then I'll be annoyed. Peter Ray, how was the sausage and mash? I had the most... Oh, after the jumble sale, I felt like I was in need of sustenance. So I stopped at the pub and had a sausage and mash dinner. They do 8 different sausages. You choose any 3 from the 8 to have for the one price. Oh, it's amazing. So good. It was one of those meals where you wish you're not eating alone because you want someone to talk about it with. I had to put it on Facebook. Okay, this was the mug in with the 2 quid earlier on. It's a Game of Thrones mug. I haven't found it online yet. I've had a quick look and couldn't find it. So it's an unusual shape. It's a tankard shape. And it says, winter is coming with the House of Stark on that side, Game of Thrones. But I haven't found this one online. I had a quick look earlier. I found an awful lot of Game of Thrones mugs, mostly by like mug printing people who will put whatever you want on, so you can have like, you know, House of Jenkins on it or whatever. But I haven't found that particular one, that tankard one. Lisa Fenn, straight up at my bedside door. It's full of Reese's peanut butter products. And I missed the earthquake. Peter Rayson did my house shake. I wasn't here. I was just leaving the Style Secrets. That was your ka-ching. I haven't got one. I was just leaving the tankard. Sorry, I'm talking in the chat. I was just leaving the jumble sale yesterday at 2:30, which is when this earthquake happened. I didn't notice it, but in fairness, when I left the jumble sale, I was a nervous wreck. So I might just have missed the earthquake because I was in such a state anyway. Okay, I'm still trying to get to this 2 quid bundle. I think I'm about there now. So for £2, I got everything you're going to see now, okay? I got a Barrett's Pierrot plate. Do you remember Pierrot? I was so envious. My friend had the entire bedroom. If you looked at the Argos book for 1987 or whenever it was, you could get the curtains, the duvet set, everything. You could get the lot in this Pierrot print, and I wanted it so badly. I had none of it. Nothing. Ryan says, I live right next to the epicentre of the earthquake and never felt a thing. It wasn't your stock falling over, was it, Ryan, that caused a bit of a crash in Ryan's stock room? Yeah, so when I saw this, I thought I'll grab that. This sells for about 8 or 9 quid, so not bad in a bundle for 2 quid, really. Although I haven't got anywhere to put it, so it'll be smashed in a minute. But you know how it works around here. We'll balance it on top of there and regret that in a minute. Ryan says it takes a lot to rock his world. I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. Also in my 2 quid, this little number. When I picked him up, I did not realise that he speaks. He is from Tatty Teddy's Blue Nose Friends. He's called Coco. He goes, ooh, ooh, ooh. What else?
We're playing games.
He's got a very northern accent.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go! That wasn't northern. I can't do accents. But I'm not sure what...
Hiya, I'm Coco.
Hiya, I'm Coco. So, whether he's got any value or not, I don't know, but he was going in my 2 quid bundle. Also in my bundle, I got 2 teddies, matching teddies, get dressed in camouflage. One of which I've given to my son, age 27, and one of which I've given to my next door neighbour, age 32. Because, you know, you do. Adam Kelsey's off for a bacon butty around his mum's house. See you, Adam. Shell Staruni's in. Hi, Shell Staruni. Oh, sorry, I was still doing me 2 quid, wasn't I? I've got sidetracked. This is one of those bounce and talk Tiggers, bounce and play. I can't remember what they're called. He stands on his feet and his batteries are flat, but I'm presuming when he's got his batteries, he'll kind of boing up and down a bit. So I'll have to try some batteries in him. Again, not something I would normally pick up, but in for me 2 quid, you know. Also, not something I would ever normally pick up, but going in for me 2 quid. I know Sue from Sue's Pa's a Shame picks up loads of this kind of stuff and does really well with it. I would never normally touch it, but in for 2 quid. Batteries are a bit flat. Farmer! Yeah, needs new batteries. I don't know. I don't know whether there's any value in it or not. I'm starting to sound like ads. I don't know. In with me 2 quid. A little baby coat with Winnie the Pooh on. In with me 2 quid. This is a really nice planner, actually. This 2018 17-month planner goes from August 2017 to December 2018. Hasn't been used at all. Planners sell quite well. Whether this one will or not, I don't know. But it is a ring-bound lay flat planner, which is a nice thing. These are hard enough to find, you know, and it's got the whole year's diary in it, so it hasn't been touched at all. So, for the sake of chucking it in with my 2 quid, you know? I don't know where it's from. Calendars for today. Orange Circle Studio, so it's American. Shelster Rooney is back from Sweden and has had a wonderful time looking at this. She's been skiing. I can ski. I can't ski. Why do I say these things? Why do I tell lies? Also me 2 quid. The Bright Side When Stuff Is special dates book, not used. That'll resell a bit. Probably about a £5, but again, when it's going to... And this. Make your own Monopoly. This is completely untouched inside the packaging. It's not been used at all. When I first popped it into the eBay search, I found one that's selling for £75 and I thought, well, hey, I've made a fortune. But then when I actually changed to completed and sold, they tend to go for about a tenner. It is completely unused, so maybe 15 at a push. But certainly not the 70 quid, unfortunately. But still, in with me 2 quid. As I keep on repeating myself. Crash. Carly, you love strange monopolies. I do. I do love a strange monopoly. So that was it for my 2 quid. But that wasn't bad, really, when you think about it, was it? Sort of 2 teddies and this one, and the 1, 2, 3, about 8 or 9, 10 items for 2 quid. When you work out that's 20p an item, there's definitely money there. I wasn't supposed to be picking these up anymore, but I could not resist a Harry Potter Years 1 to 6 box set for 2 quid. Couldn't leave that behind, so grabbed that one. That just needs a number 7 and number 8, you know, the Deathly Hallows 2-parters added on to that. Style Seeker, Heidi, I should think you should make it and then sell it. I'm not making it. What happened when I bought one that somebody else had made? I was a proper cross. Yeah, bargains galore, absolutely. If you're going to get all those things for 20p, there's money there. There's profit on me 2 quid, isn't there? And the little money counts. These, I paid up on these, Sibk. Paid up on these. People are saying they've got poor signal. My end, it seems to be fine for once. I'm not sure why. Where is the other Monopoly? Is that the Bristol one? That's up in the cupboard in disgrace. It's just above my head. You see, it's the third item up. It's up there in disgrace while I decide what to do about it. Cross about that. I might split it down and sell the bits. Harry Potter DVDs are a kind of no-no. See, you think that, but I sell them in bundles, and at Christmas I sold 5 bundles in one day. So if you can get them cheap enough, then there's money in them, you know? Ryan says, Carla, stop paying up, you animal. No, not a new chair, Karen. It's the same chair I've had for a while. You just don't normally see the back of it because my arse is in it.
Let's play again soon.
That's flipping Coco the monkey yelling again. Jason Entwell says, I usually do well with the Harry Potter DVDs, but I just had a return on a set because they wouldn't play on a Blu-ray player. That's customer stupidity, isn't it? Not seller fault. Can't control yourself hanging around with Caroline, bad influence. Well, yeah, she's made me spend more money at Caroline. So I paid up on these £5, but these are Cath Kidston. There's probably they'll probably sell for 13 to 15 if I'm lucky, so not a huge profit because I paid a £5. But I liked them. They're my size. They're my size. I just don't know if I'm a flowery footwear bird. Can you see me in flowery footwear? I don't know if I am. Don't know if that's very me. And the last item from the boot sale is just that's not my tractor to add to a bundle. About time I sold a bundle of them now. I can smell smoke. I think this bag for some reason smells of cigarette smoke, and yet it's my bag that came out of my car and I don't smoke, so go figure. Go figure. Odd. Lisa Fenn says I'm more of a bother boots kind of girl. Yeah, Ryan, try 15 on the shoes and hold on, yeah. Lex Oliver says I bought the 70s board game Masterpiece, sells for about £30 and inside was all the pieces from a 1940s Monopoly. Oh, lovely. Sib K, just been on Facebook Marketplace. My area is awful for stuff, utter crap or overpriced good stuff. Yeah, that's what I find. Either there's no profit left in it because it's plainly being sold by a reseller who knows their stuff, or it's just rubbish that nobody really wants, you know. The ones that annoy me are the ones that put offers. Don't ask for offers, just put what, because you know, because when you make an offer, they all know I want more than that. Well, if you've got an idea of what you want, then say so. Okay, and the other thing that I got yesterday from the Jumble sale is this. Bear with. It is a Kenwood food processor, an FP570 to be precise. It's not very exciting on its own, but I got, bear with, I'm going to fall out the chair. I got with it the glass blender jug with a glass lid. This is a 25 to £30 on its own if I break this down and sell it separately. And I got all of these bits that go with it. All of that. So huge lot of extra accessories. Oh God, got my hair caught. If I, like I said, I'm probably going to split it and sell it down for spare parts, and you're looking at a lot of money then. And the other thing that I got was this, which I've already listed at 25 quid, which is the Kenwood spare blades in a spare blade, blade case. So, and I paid, oh crash, I paid 5 quid. 5 quid for that food processor and all of those parts at the Jumble sale yesterday. So I was, Peter Ray said, how do you carry it all around? Oh no, Ryan said, how do you carry it all around? I didn't carry it around. I left the Jumble sale and threw it in the car. It would not have been manageable to carry around. But generally for the boot sale, I have a granny trolley. I have a purple floral granny trolley. She's called Molly, obviously, Molly the trolley. And I don't even pull it. Sibs pulls the trolley. Sibs likes to pull the trolley so it makes her feel useful. So, yeah, loads of profit in that Kenwood. I'm really pleased with that. It's not the kind of thing I enjoy selling. I will be very, very bored when I'm working out which part is what and listing it. But I do enjoy getting the money for it. So, pleased with that. And that's it. That's all of my pickups. I'm now surrounded by crap, as usual. The room needs tidying. It's gone grey out there. I don't feel like doing anything. It's gone dark in here as well. Turn the light on. That made a difference. Anna Scott Parker says, haha, maybe. I don't know what she's haha, maybe-ing for, but haha, maybe, apparently. Don't know what that was in reply to. How much have I paid overall today? Today at the car boot sale, I spent £23.50 in total. Yesterday at the Jumble sale, I spent £7, so that included the Kenwood. And at the charity shop, I spent 20 quid. So the charity shop really, you know, that's where the big money went yesterday. But yeah, £23.50 at the boot sale for most of this lot. So, I mean, I'll get that back in 1 or 2 items. Quite happy with that. Anna says, Peter Ray says, how's the hat? I wonder what the ha-ha maybe was in reply to. Perhaps it was somebody saying, why aren't you wearing your hat, Anna? Ah, that it was, yeah. Further up, Heidi says, hope you enjoy your hat, Anna. Anna won my turkey hat. Anna says she's waiting for a special occasion to wear it. It's got pride of place on her desk. Heidi says, I suggested she wear her turkey hat to trivia night at the pub. And Carrie says, have I had a good week sales-wise? It's been a very slow week, actually. It's been much more quiet this week than it has been for the last few weeks. I haven't been listing as much. I do believe that makes a difference, but I don't think that's the only difference this week. I'm not quite sure why. But, sorry, the dog's out on the hallway having a wash, I think, and there's horrible slurping noises. Yeah, it's been very quiet this week. I'm still made my target and I'm happy, but quiet week. Home from home with Lynn and Rich is still pining for that hat. Maybe Anna will sell it to you. And Ryan says, so you have an assistant on the weekend, Carl. It won't be long, you'll have a team. No, I'm not employing people, sod that. Heidi says, I listed a crap ton and sales are way up this week. Definitely the more you list, the more you sell. This is... Somebody was talking on the chat about how a gentleman said that he had no sales for a couple of weeks and he was struggling to see where the sustainability is in eBay. And I asked him how many listings he was doing. He said he hadn't listed for a while. And I said, well, that's why then. If there is no sustainability without continued input. That's it. That's it. It's like anything. If you don't put fuel in your car, it will stop. That's fairly straightforward. Everything needs fueling to keep it going. And eBay is a strange beast. Definitely the more you fuel, the more it boosts you. It really does. I don't know why, but it really does. Peter Survey says people have been blah, blah, blah. I can't speak. People have been busy as it's half term, so not home buying. That may be a good point. Yeah. Laney Ray says Ryan should be my assistant. Indie Chick says sorry I'm really late. Yes you are. You're very, very late and you could probably stay behind after class and have a detention. Just you on your own. That'd be really odd, wouldn't it? I'd just leave the chat open and you can sit there doing your detention. eBay likes to show your stuff if your store is very active, says Heidi. And yeah, Sibcase sent Indie Chick to the corner. Carmen says, I've been asked to make 2 dust covers for a drum machine and a mixing desk, but I really can't be bothered. Lainey, Carla wouldn't let me do any eBay work. Yeah, that's my fault. I get the blame. Does anyone sell baseball caps? If so, Lisa Fenn has given him 2. Lisa Fenn's son has given her 2 that he doesn't want. One is a blue New York Yankees and one is No Fear. Are they worth selling on eBay? I think you can get money for some caps, but I don't tend to pick them up. I don't know what I'm looking for. It's not something I'm good on. Stu Mandry says, hi everyone, sorry I'm a little bit late. You are very late, Stu Mandry, but Indie Chip will be delighted that you are very late because it means you are slightly later than her and she's no longer the focus of attention because everybody's been telling her off for being late. So there you go, now you can be in the naughty corner instead. Indie Chip, come out the naughty corner and let Stu Mandry in. Lainey Ray says, Ryan should be my assistant, she's sure I'd put him to good use. I'm not saying anything. I'm not getting involved. What size mannequin should I buy, Carla? I don't know, Claire. I bought one that was in the charity shop. It was cheap and I bought it. Mine is about, I don't know, I can get anything on it from a size 8 up to a size 28 if I try hard enough. So, average? Buy an average one. I guess if you buy a smaller one, you can put larger stuff on and pinch it together at the back. Whereas if you buy a larger one, you just can't get the smaller stuff on it. So there's that to consider. That's not very helpful, is it, though? Not very helpful, sorry. Indie Chick's coming off the naughty step. Ryan says, haha, I need a new model, Lainey. Carla will be up for some of that for sure. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely a model. Ooh, definitely. Model material right there. It's terrifying. I've just seen me doing that because I've got the screen up. So obviously you see it a split second after me. So I've just seen myself doing that. Terrifying. Carla, can you please tell me what printer you use? Just for printing postage labels, I've got an Epson XP322, just an ordinary Epson printer. And then I've got Dymo label writer, which I use for the tiny labels that go on the clothing bags. That's these ones. But that's no good for address labels. That doesn't print address labels. I keep considering getting a Dymo 4XL, which I think does postage labels. But they're a lot of money and I'm tight. So bottom line, I'm tight. Carmen Fisher says her mannequin's a size 16 she can fit a 12 on. That's it. You should see me trying to put the 8s on mine sometimes. I can just about fit an 8 on there, but I have a conversation with her every time about the fact that she's not an 8 and I don't know who she's trying to kid. Alan Whitechut says he writes his labels. Lainey says I'll be a class model. I don't know about class. Strange idea of class you've got in your part of the world. Shell Story says I'm after a Dymo 4XL, and yes, they're about 200 quid. I keep hoping for a deal. I'm so tight they'd have to come down to 50 quid before I would consider paying it. I'm so tight, honestly. Ryan says I have 3 models now and they're boring, lol, no personality. Are they human beings? Are these human beings that you are dissing on the internet? Alzatic says I got a 16 mannequin. I think I'll get a smaller one too. Lainey Ray says my bingo wings are size 8. My ankles are size 8, Lainey Ray. I know where you're coming from. And yeah, Sibk is telling Shell Story they had a deal not long ago. Buy 4 rolls of paper and get a free 4XL or something similar. I missed that. I missed out on it and I was gutted. Proper annoyed. Because I'd have done that. I would have done that. Even though the 4 rolls of paper were probably about 12 quid each, you know. Yeah, Ryan says I got my Dymo 4XL free after buying £120 of labels. Yeah, right. They do it once a year. If they do it again and I miss it, then somebody give me a nudge because maybe I'll do that. Karen says I keep wanting a thermal label printer, but I can't justify one yet. My post never takes me hours. That's it. It doesn't take me long to do my parcels. It's buying sticky labels has revolutionised my life, I have to say. Instead of printing on paper and cutting them out and sticking on with sellotape, and I print on A4 sheets of self-adhesive labels, and it has changed my life. It has proper changed. I didn't realise how annoying with the sellotape. I don't know, I was finding the sellotape until I didn't have to do it anymore. You know when you pull a bit of sellotape off and it twists around itself and you... Yeah, absolutely changed my life. So sad. Keep an eye on Dymo promotions on the Dymo website. Carrie nearly threw a mannequin out the window. Peter Ray says, what does next week hold for you, Carla, in YouTube, Evo and Life Expected? Right, okay. I do intend to do the office video next week. My friend's funeral is on Tuesday. It's in Glasgow and I'm not going to be able to go, sadly. But I will probably spend quite a quiet day Tuesday in contemplation and misery. I shall probably not be a very happy bod on Tuesday, so Monday, I feel like, Monday I've got to get new glasses. How many times have you seen me saying I need new glasses? Monday I'm getting me, well, I'm going to have my eyes tested. I won't get my glasses. Thursday I take my parents shopping because they're old now. That's about it for the week, so a lot of listing, hopefully. I want to work through these bags. This may not look better to you guys, but I can see a difference. There were 2 big green bags. There's now only 1 and a bit, and a couple of pairs of curtains. So I want to get through those this week. This week will probably hold quite a lot of listing in the form of working out what bit of these Kenwood is what and listing that. And that's about it, yeah, so... Ryan says, where does Carla shop? Tesco, Asda, Morrison's, Lidl. Mostly in Iceland, funnily enough. We've got... There's a massive Asda that I don't go to very well. I used to go there all the time. I take my parents' shop to Tesco. Do a bit there. But mostly in Iceland. Because it's local. And next door to the charity shop. I can feel a sneeze coming on, so if I suddenly dive off, that's where I've gone. Lisa Fan says I bought an adjustable mannequin for dressmaking, but I'm a big girl and when I adjusted it to my size it made me so depressed it now sits in the corner of the studio under a large sheet. Bless. Embrace it, my darling. Embrace your size. Al's Attic. What do you guys do if you discover something has a hole? Donate, list cheap, auction. This is clothing. We're talking about clothing. I would say 8 times out of 10 I repair it. 8 times out of 10 I will sit here and stitch it. If it's a seam, then I'll repair a seam, no problem. If it's a very obvious, rip or tear that can't be mended without showing, then I just donate it. I keep meaning to cut things up and make a rag rug, but I've never got round to it. But Peter Ray says it seems like it's Benny Hill in your house, Carla. People walking by in the background. But yeah, I do tend to mend stuff if I can. I certainly stitch on buttons, mend seams, put hems back up, things like that. But if it's an actual rip that's going to be a very obvious repair, then I tend to ditch it. I know that Caroline's had success with selling stuff that needs repair, and she just mentions it in the listing. So I guess people out there are handy with their needle and thread. We'll give it a go anyway. Lucy T says, Carla, lick the roof of your mouth. Most of the time it gets rid of a sneeze. Okay, I'll remember that if I get another one coming along. I'll give it a go. Got really dry lips at the moment as well. Suffering from the winter. Sibs and I were looking at booking a holiday. We quite fancy Crete, Malta or Corfu. I've never been to any of those places. Sibs has been to Corfu, I think she said. So, yeah. Going to book a holiday maybe later today. Maybe that'll cheer me up. Ryan, behave. People are talking about zebra printers, which I know nothing about, I have to say. I can't join in on that one. Know nothing about zebra printers. I know that a lot of people have got them, so they must be alright. I did actually cut my fringe, but you can't really see when I'm peering up from underneath it. I'm looking a bit like, what's her face with the loads of black eyeliner and the massive fringe. Slightly crazy one. Can't think of her name. Yeah, Heidi's jealous of my holiday. Karen's looking at south of France for Easter. Nice. Not Lady Gaga, no. English presenter, Northern. Loads of black eye. She wears loads and loads of black mascara and eyeshadow. And she's got black hair, a thick fringe. Claudia Winkleman, that's it, yes. Thank you, Shelster Rooney. Sia's got all the fringe in the world, Lady Ray. I didn't mean her. She's got everyone's fringe. Claudia Winkleman, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to look like her when I peer up from underneath my fringe, although I'm not wearing the massive black eyeshadow. Is she not Northern? Where's she from? Why did I think she was Northern? Who am I getting her mixed up with? Oh, I'm getting her mixed up with the Boddingtons girl. I can't remember the Boddingtons girl either. What was her name? That's who I'm thinking of. She's the Northern one. She went on to be a television presenter after doing the mod. This is not interesting for the viewers. Tess Daly, no, not her. That's not the Boddingtons one. That's somebody else again. Melanie Sykes was the Boddingtons one. She's the one I'm thinking of who is Northern, and I was getting her mixed up with Claudia Winkleman. I don't know why, because they're not that similar. Sib K. Oh no, sorry. Ryan, question. What's your thoughts on the royal wedding bullshit? Is it really newsworthy? I'm not interested in anybody's wedding, really, particularly. I wouldn't bother to watch the royal wedding, but he seems like a nice lad and he seems to have found a nice girl, so good luck to him. To Carla, anyone who hasn't got a West Country accent is Northern. Absolutely. And all of the North is just past Birmingham. All of it. Alan Whitechut says Davina has a fringe. JJ says the one from Birds of a Feather. Which one from Birds of a Feather? If I'm starting to look like flipping what's her name from next door in Birds of a Feather, then I'd be worried. What's her name? God, why can't I think of anything today? I can't think of anything. Tracy and Sharon and what's her name next door who shagged everything? Played by Leslie Joseph. My brain is literally... Dorian! Thank you! Dorian from next door. She's another one with lots of black eyeliner. We've gone off at a very, very odd tangent somewhere. Karen says, loved Will and Kate wedding. I got an extra bank holiday. You don't get an extra bank holiday if you work from home. You just get a load of people not buying anything because it's a bank holiday. Ryan, question, what does Carla do when she's not being a YouTube star and a business lady? Nothing. If I'm not eBaying, I'm asleep. Or sourcing, which is still eBaying, or listing, which is still eBaying, or packing, or going to the parcel shop. I occasionally play Skittles. I play Skittles once a week. I'm not very good. It's not a strong point. And I go on holiday a few times a year if I can. And I take my parents shopping, and that's my life. My life is so shite. Hi, Jules. Steve Green's in. Hi, Steve. Lisa Fan says it's great we're getting an insight into your crap TV view. And I love all of the 80s comedies. I'm terrible for that. Do you watch many YouTube vids? Far too many, Carrie. Far too many. Yeah, I do tend to have them on the background rather than physically watch them. I don't sit and do nothing because I am watching this video. But if I'm listing, I'll have somebody on in the background. You find you have to... There's certain things I can't have on in the background. So I can't have a sales video on in the background if I'm listing on the screen because I have to keep flicking back to see what the item looks like that they've sold. So I tend to more have a chatty video on. I might put the Tap Chat or Nick and Andrew's Sunday night show on in the background because you can listen to that without needing to see what's happening. But I don't tend to sit and just watch. Elaine D says, Carly, you should do a YouTube club with Mark Ferris. I would watch in a heartbeat. I would not have a heartbeat. If Mark Ferris agreed to do a collab with me, I would die of excitement. I would not have a heartbeat. You would not. It would literally. You would watch Mark saying, I think she's gone, folks. I think she's dead. Oops a daisy. That would be the video. Oh, Lex Oliver's watching Murder Most Horrid again. It's ace. It is. I used to like Murder Most Horrid, yeah. Yeah, Style Seekers has got addicted to Highway Through Hell on Netflix. I have enjoyed a couple of things on Netflix. We've watched the whole of the Lizzie Borden Chronicles, which is very, very gruesome, an awful lot of chopping up, but that was quite good. I had to watch it in daylight, and I had to watch it with my son there, so that he could tell me when to look away and when it was safe to look back, because can't be doing with blood and gore. And I'm also watching on Netflix The Good Place, but that's just come to an end, so wait for a new season of that. Neville has music going at a low volume. It has to be a low volume. You're right. If I have it too loud, then it distracts me too much. Karen's watching Riverside on Netflix purely for Luke Perry. I've not heard of that. Godless was really good, but the dog growls at horses and they're in most scenes. I love that, the dog disturbing your viewing. Peter Ray's been watching The Vicar of Dibley again. Yeah, I like Vicar of Dibley. Oh, Riverdale, not Riverside. Yeah, no, I've not seen that. Lisa Fenn says, is it bad that I laugh my head off at the Saw movies? I would never watch something like that. I would never be brave enough. Lady Ray's been watching Spender and Crocodile Shoes. This has become Nostalgia Central. Steve Green's got a hangover. No sympathy. No sympathy at all. Has Shell got one as well? Or were you like dedicated drinking and she was staying sober for you? Jules says, is Netflix better than Amazon Prime? I don't know. I've only got Netflix. Don't know. You'd need someone who's got both. Perhaps somebody will tell you. Al's Attic says it isn't. So what's everybody else's week looking like? Anybody else got anything exciting planned? I've told you mine. I've got one miserable day coming up and several busy days, and that's about it. Has anybody else got anything exciting happening? Ryan says Amazon Prime is the man's danglies. Lisa's going to be doing some sewing. Karen's excited because the kids are going back to school. Sim K's got shoes coming out of his ass. Okay. Steve Green says, I was out with the lads. She keeps hoovering for some reason. That's because you've got a headache. That's well known as the best way to deal with your husband's headache, is to do the hoovering. You're lucky she's not tidying up the saucepan cupboard, mate. Missy Roo says, my son's moving out, so I get his room as an office. That's good. Not necessarily good he's moving out, but good that you get an office. That'd be an exciting day. Karen's gonna list like a demon to recoup the lost money from the sewing machine. I'm really sorry that happened to you, Karen. I've been following your problems with that. Hopefully you can resell it still. Hopefully you can list it again. Peter Ray's got job centre Monday in the morning and then 3 jabs at the doctor's in the afternoon. And Lex Oliver's rearranging shop layout and then listing everything. Karen's got 30 kilos of clothing arriving and about 20 kilo here to list, so I should get some listing done. Lainey's got physio this week and hopefully get weighed. I've been following your saga with that, Aine, as well. I really hope they pull their fingers out their asses and sort that out for you. Good luck, and I hope that you've lost what you want to lose and that you're able to come to a conclusion about what you want to do next. Indie Chick is debating whether to get Morrissey tickets for next weekend. I wouldn't, but then I don't like Morrissey. That's not very helpful, is it? I've noticed as well that my face has got very old. Can you see this? I've got a downward slump to my face. I'm obviously a miserable cow. I'm considering getting a facelift. Do you think I'd look better if I was like this? Yeah, I've noticed that I'm getting a misery mouth. I need to smile more. Boat show today, apparently, says Heidi. Alan Whiteshut says every day feels like Sunday. I look demented. Anyone tuning in now would be like, why is she so weird? Andrew's going to go shoot some rats down the allotment. That sounds like a cheerful day out. Ryan says he'd get tickets to Spice Girls reunion if it was a thing. I suppose it's supposed to be a thing, isn't it? It's supposed to be happening. Indie Chicks had Botox. They don't do Botox here, though, do they? That's for up here, isn't it? For your forehead lines, or is it? I don't know if I want Botox. Do I need... Will that help? I need a lift. I might just wear a balaclava. That'll do it. That'll do the trick. Home from Home says, yes, but when you smile, you light up the room. Oh, thank you. That's because I'm like Uncle Fester with a light bulb in my mouth. Do you remember that? I really put the light bulb in it, turned on. I raised 95% decided, but that will confirm it. I'll let you know. Yeah, I look forward to hearing your decision on that one. They can do Botox wherever. Perhaps I can have my arse lifted as well then. Mrs. Chippen, which car boots do you go to? Currently, I only go to the one at Easter Compton Farm on a Sunday morning. That's the only one I'm going to at the moment. I may start going back over to Whitchurch on a Saturday, and I'm looking forward to the other Sunday one starting up over this side. Karen says Indie Chick doesn't need Botox. I noticed she didn't say I didn't need it. Thanks, Karen. No problem. Love you too. No worries at all there, love. So yeah, so nobody's got much exciting planned then. It's just lots and lots more work. Claire James says I'm lovely just the way I am. At least I hope she's talking to me. Thank you, Claire. Stu Mandy's been approved for merch. That's exciting. Swearing should be audible for a radius about 30 miles. Ryan says girls around me are having Botox all over the face at early 20s. 1 minute no blow lips, next minute the lips are huge. Carrie, when have I got Mrs M staying? That's a good question. Not next weekend, the one after, I think. Today being the 18th. Let's hope it's not next weekend. I need to clean the house because I don't have a housekeeper and a butler. Yeah, 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks ago Friday. Carly, you're not turning into Victor Meldrew. You wouldn't believe what misery ass I am, Peter. I am totally Victor Meldrew. Shelstony says, I'd love an arse lift. My girls slap me on the back thinking they're smacking my bum. I have to keep saying it's much lower down. Where will the Queen be sleeping? Sticker in the attic. She'll have my room because I know how to be a hostess. I will have to tidy it up somewhat. I mean, I suppose the advantages of having another tatster come to stay is that she won't be surprised that there's boxes with skirts and stuff and that in there. But I will have to do considerable tidying and cleaning for Caroline to come and stay because her house is much tidier and cleaner than mine, funnily enough. Funnily enough. Will you live stream? Quite probably. Quite probably. I've definitely taken all around my expensive charity shop so that I can watch her spending millions of pounds on the stuff that I won't buy. Sibk, where will the maid and footman stay? They will have to go in the travel lodge down the road because I don't have servants' quarters. Elena's met Indie Chick and apparently she's totally gorgeous. Peter Ray, don't let your dogs jump all over the Queen while Caroline. I can't stop my dogs, they do what they want. And will I put out a red carpet? Yeah, all the way to the motorway. When she comes off the M5 at junction 17, there'll be red carpet all the way down. Mr. Chiplin says her husband goes to the car boot at Laycock. I'm not sure where that is, but it stops until Easter. Where's Laycock? Help me out there. I'm useless at geography. Is she bringing her staff? Yeah, we've done that. Are those donor boxes and how many items does each hold? They are donor boxes. And the answer to how many they hold depends on how many I force in there. So this one, which is only K2O, holds that many. There we go. This one, which is dresses A to J, holds an awful lot more. I'm not even getting that out, it's so full. So I couldn't tell you actual number-wise. Of course, it depends on the thickness of the item or whatever. But I only put clothes in those. They're just clothes. And you can compact them really well. The plastic bags really help. Once they're in the clear bags, they're a lot more slippery, so you can squish stuff really tight together, but it comes out easily when you want it. Whereas if you did that with just folded clothes, if you squish them like that, when you pull one item, the fabric connects and pulls all the other items out. So the bags make a massive difference to how much you can squeeze into them. Are you going to live stream both of you in the loft for a tour? I don't know. I don't know if Caroline does ladders. Karen's excited she's got another Calax unit coming. Laycock's near Melksham. Okay, I might consider checking that out later on in the year. Carrie says, get out the fine china and silverware. I don't have any fine china and silverware. I'm going to take her to McDonald's. I'm going to take her to McDonald's or possibly down the local kebab shop. Caroline is nowhere near as posh as everybody thinks. She's a lovely lady and she's quite able to scrub down with the rest of us if necessary. I hope. Yes, Heidi's going to have to get Calax. She uses clear bags as well. How's the loft working out? It's working out very well. Yeah, I'm very much enjoying. It's still a pain in the ass having to go up there to get one thing, for example. So I try and make it worthwhile. So if I know that I've got some things that I need to get out of the loft to pack, then I would deliberately sit and bash off quick 5 listings or something. So I've got something to take up with me, so that it feels like there's more point to going up that ladder. Because it's not the easiest ladder in the world for me to manoeuvre around. That's not the word I want, manoeuvre. But, and also, you know, I'm nearly as wide as the loft hatch, so there's that bit at the top where I have to go and squeeze through. So I try and make it worthwhile. Try and make it something going up as well as something coming down. Frozen kebab from Iceland. Treat the Queen. Even I wouldn't eat frozen kebab meat. Not when we've got. Do you know, our takeaway down the road delivers so quickly that you start wondering if they've got a shop at the. You know, they're easily a 5-minute drive away, and yet if you order food, they're here within 10 minutes. and yet the food is always freshly cooked. I don't know how they do it. We've got this running joke in the family that actually he must live next door and he must be cooking it in his kitchen and running it around. Never seen anything like it. Do we all know who Caroline's royal cousin is? Well, I know. I don't know if everybody else knows. Talking about rewind. Elaine's courtesying to Lisa. I don't know how long I've been on. 54 minutes. It's probably time to say goodbye, isn't it? It's probably time to go do some listing and tidy up this mess that I've created and find some Reese's peanut butter cups and eat them. That's probably what time it is now. Ryan says Caroline's very down to earth. The fact that she has a nice place, etc., and a bit of cash just gives us ammunition. She's a lovely lady, and it's a lovely, lovely house, but they've worked very hard. In fairness, they bought a house that was very much in need of modernisation. It wasn't in poor condition, but it was certainly, as she said when she was showing me, these are the bits we haven't done, you can see that they were done very, very nicely when they were done 40 years ago, so now they need redoing again, you know. So they've put a lot of work into that house, and there's always something going on, always mending something or repairing something, replacing something. She's really suffering at the moment because her bedroom is a shell basically while they sort the wardrobes out. But yeah, she's done a Sib K says I love it when Caroline throws an F-bomb. It cracks me up every time. I've heard worse. I have so heard worse. Stu Mandry says I'm related to King Edward. Sadly the potato's not the person. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going. There are, I don't know how many people watching. I've got the leg of the tripod in the way. That 72 people out there apparently. They can't all be watching. Surely 12 people are watching and 60 people have dozed off out of boredom. I'm going to go and leave you to your Sunday. If you are watching this and you've enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to see more drivel like this, please do feel free to subscribe. Mark Ferris, if you're still out there and you haven't died of boredom and gone to sleep halfway through, thank you for tuning in. And anytime you want to do a collab, just let me know. I will die of excitement. Literally, it'll be the shortest collaboration in the world because it will just be me keeling over. So, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday and a really good week. And I will speak to you all soon. And I promise, that Loft tour will come out this week. I absolutely promise. Bye, everybody. Take care. Bye. Oh, everyone needs a shout out. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Bye.